Well, good morning. I'm Pastor Steve of the Word Christian Fellowship. Today is Wednesday, December 3rd. I'm glad you could be with me. I want to wish my mom and heaven a happy birthday. Today was her birthday. Jesus said in his prayer in John 17, when he's getting ready to return to the Father, he says, I have glorified you on earth. I have finished the work which you've given me to do. John 17:4. Well, he says a lot in that, does he? First of all, he said that he's glorified God. He's finished the work. He came to do a job, and he finished what God sent him to do. We got to understand the relationship between Jesus and his church. We think of the church sometimes as a business and Jesus is the president. Well, the church is a body, which Jesus is the head. There's a difference. We're organically related to Jesus. His life is in us, and our authority of what we do comes from him. In the Great Commission, he said, all authority in heaven and earth is given to me. Go therefore. Essentially, he said, because I have authority, I'm giving you power of attorney to act for me. That's basically what he's telling us. You can't have authority over anything until you get under the authority that is over you. All authority is linked to obedience, to obey what you've been given to do what you've been told. And then you can do things under that. Why would a person give you the authority to act for him on his behalf if you were disobedient to him? That's why Satan tried to get Adam to disobey. Jesus was under authority. He not only showed what it's like to be a human on earth, what God wanted him to be, he showed us what man was to be like on earth. He was God, but he lived on earth as a man, subject to his Father. Think about how you can submit to God's authority. What does it look like to live apart from God's authority? How does Jesus' submission to God's authority instruct you? How can you seek to live under the authority of God like Jesus did? Share with someone about living under God's authority and how it's changing you. Let God lead what you are to do, and you'll have the power to do what needs to be done. I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a good day. I hope you think on this today. May God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Be well, friends.